Hey fam, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another very exciting video. Today we're going to be doing one of our favorite things in the world, and that is live swatching. I have the brand new Colourpop collection here to live swatch for you guys. It's funny, I actually just ordered this when it went up for sale because I didn't know if I'd be getting a PR package or not, and then I woke up to a PR package from it. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway of these two shadow palettes. That's what I ordered, but let me show you guys what they sent me. So Colourpop was kind enough to send me the two new eyeshadow palettes, one called Element of Surprise and one called Had Me at Hello. We're going to be trying those both on our lids today. It's going to be a very long video, as well as the Supernova shadows. I'm so excited for these. I haven't even seen what they looked like yet. I haven't seen any photos, so to me this is all going to be a surprise, and I'm really excited to try these out. If you're unfamiliar with my live swatching videos, it's where I try every single item on my face for whatever it is. So I'm going to try every shade on my eye of the Supernova shadows. I'm going to try every eyeshadow of the palettes on my eye. It's a lot, so it might be a very long video. You guys might want to grab a little drink, a little cocktail, a little coffee, a little snack, whatever gets you in the best mood for long videos. Go ahead and grab that. I also want to say that I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the two eyeshadow palettes, since I did go out and order those without knowing that there would be a box coming to me. So head to my Instagram if you're not following me already, and I will be uploading a giveaway of these two palettes. So let's go ahead and start with these Supernova shadows. I'm so excited for these. Like I said, I haven't even seen them. I don't even know what they look like. So here are these Supernova shadows. How cool do these look? These are a metallic foil with glitter in a liquid texture, you guys, and you can use these many ways. Colourpop suggests either wearing them just alone, wearing them underneath a shadow, or wearing them on top of a shadow. So pretty much what you can do with any other glitter type of creamy base, but these are a liquid texture. I'm excited to see what they dry down to. I'm excited to see if they stay tacky. Like, I don't know. We don't know. So the first shade I want to start out with is called Walk of Fame. Okay, get a nice little doe foot applicator. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on. Oh, she is metallic. I'm surprised, actually, this is a little bit drier than I thought it would be. I thought they would be like super liquidy, like I was worried maybe possibly even too liquidy, but no. This appears to be a really nice texture so far. It's like a drier liquid. I want to kind of blend it in with my finger so I can really get a feel for it. It's not too tacky, but it's staying put. Like, wow, right when it goes on your lid, it is staying put. Whoa. This is like a beautiful rose gold. Oh, I really like this one. This would be a beautiful shadow topper. Or again, it's honestly just amazing on its own. So here we have Walk of Fame. It's a beautiful rose gold, but it almost seems a little duochromy to me. When I move around, I see a little pink, but then I see kind of like a gold as well. I was a little surprised and kind of shocked at how fast it dried down, and it's like literally transfer free. It doesn't matter how much I touch it or rub it, it's not coming off. I will say, I think if you have a more textured lid, you might want to apply it to your finger and melt it in on that way, because if you apply too much, I could see it showing a lot of the texture of your lid. However, it's gorgeous, it's fun, and all over black smoky eye with this in the middle. Fire, straight fire. Like, holy shit, I am freaking pumped. Like, so far, so good. We're off to a good start. Now, I normally don't show you guys the removal process of my live swatches, but I do want to kind of see how it removes. I just have a little micellar water here and a makeup remover wipe. Oh, coming right off. Easy peasy. That was my other fear. Was it going to be tough like glitter, or was it just going to come off? And she's just coming right off. The next shade we're going to try is called Dragon. Oh, that's beautiful. Very pretty copper. But the glitter in it is super light. It's almost like a silver, which makes it a little unique. A lot of times I feel like when there's like a copper pigment or a copper metallic shadow, they often use like a gold glitter in it, but there's like a silver pinkiness to this. It's interesting. It's less flaky. It's like a lot more creamy than Walk of Fame. Wow, again, it dries down so well. There's nothing coming off on my finger. Oh my gosh, this one, oh my gosh. Dragon is seriously dragon-like. The way it's, again, I see a duochrome. Everywhere I turn, it's different. When I turn this way, it gets like really dark and bronzy and smoky. When I turn this way, I see gold, but then I also see like a peachy pink. High metallic. And what I love is that you could layer these to build it to be super metallic, super chromy. Oh, Dragon. I thought Walk of Fame was my favorite, and now Dragon's my favorite. Like, I feel like this is how they're all gonna be. I'm just gonna be like, no, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. But they really are unique. It's very beautiful. Next, let's try Hard to Embrace. Oh my goodness. I love this color. It's a beautiful rose, and yet there's almost some gold, and I can't tell if I'm crazy. I might see a little green in there, but I might be wrong. It might be the gold, like coppery look that's popping out against the kind of rusty red or rosy red. That is gorgeous. Fam, are you with me right now? Are you here in this moment with me? I don't know that I've ever seen an eye color or an eye product that looks like this. I honestly can't look away. And every time I look at it or I move, it looks different to me. Now this is my favorite. What am I supposed to do? I can't pick. I literally cannot pick a favorite. This is cool. Next up, let's try the shade Firecracker. This is so rosy and almost plummy with gold and silver sparkle. I love this shade so much. It's like, it's not as bright and fiery, even though it's called Firecracker. To me, it's a little more plummy and rosy. And don't get me wrong, it is still beautiful. It's unique. But to me, it's a little bit more wearable than the other ones. Last but not least, we have this shade Moonlit. Oh my goodness. All my purple people eaters out there, you are going to love this shade. Oh, I love this one so much. This is so beautiful. I am just living for this color. You know who I think would have loved this? Prince. R.I.P. Prince, this would have been your eyeshadow, bro. You would have loved this. This one just hardcore makes me think of space, and like, it totally fits the Supernova collection. They all do, but I love this shade of purple. And again, this is a color I don't typically see with these creamy metallic shadows. It's just very different. It's super duper fun, you guys. And just in case you want a comparison, here they are on my hand in order that we applied them to the eye. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought these were freaking awesome. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's get on to the eyeshadow swatches now. First up, let's do the Element of Surprise palette. I think the packaging is super pretty. Ooh! The palette matches the box packaging, super cute, and this is what it looks like on the inside. There's a great variation of color in this palette. This is the top. We have some neutrals. We have some fun colors in the middle. Some just, you know, again, more neutrals. A lot of metallics and like kind of like chunkier shadows it looks like. So I'm excited to see. This shade in particular, which I believe is Rayon, I'm really intrigued by. Now, just to let you guys know kind of how I do this, if you're familiar with my live swatching video, you're not new to this, you understand the process, but I do not use a wet brush and I do not use any primer, and I set my lids with translucent powder. This way, nothing is helping the shadows out and kind of making them better than they possibly could be. I try to do the driest swatch as I can, and we can kind of determine from there. If it looks like a shadow that maybe is more of a glitter, like a pressed glitter, and would require some liquid or something tacky, I will apply it with a wet brush after we've applied it with a dry brush, so you can kind of see the difference when you apply it dry and when you apply it wet. I'm going to take the first shadow here, which I believe is called Feels. Gonna pop that on the lid. Oh, that's pretty. When I first saw it in the pan, I thought it would be kind of just a creamy color, but it really has a pinky lavender finish to it. And I'll be honest, I thought this one would not apply very well with a dry brush and a dry base, but it actually is very pigmented. So here we have Feels, and it is giving me feels. And in the pan, now I do kind of see how it is. It's like a duochrome. I bet if you were to use this wet or with a tacky base, it would be a lot brighter and starker, but it is gorgeous just on its own. I'm now taking it with just a slightly damp brush to see if it kicks it up a notch or turns it into anything. And it did. That really did amp it up. Makes it a little more metallic, but it's not even metallic. I guess it's just really a sheen. So there it is with a wet brush, and it is a little more bold. It's a super pretty lavender though. I really do like this one. The next shade we're going to try is called Late Night. Oh, I love this color. It's so gorgeous on its own, even without primer or a wet brush. It still has this nice sheen. It's like a rosy taupe, I guess I would describe it, or maybe just a taupe. It's gorgeous. This would just be a great everyday eye color. I'm loving this one. I kind of want to try this one with a wet base too, should we? Now I'm taking it with a bit of a damp brush. Oh, that certainly spices things up a bit. Gives it more of a chromey effect. But I love that it doesn't deepen the color. The color stays true to itself. Oh, I love this. This is like my favorite color so far. I know we've only tried two, but this is gorgeous. So far, I know we just started, but Late Night has my heart. I love this color. Next up, let's try Silk Street. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I've not even dipped my brush into the palette again. And again, this is completely without primer or base, and it's 100% pigmented. It is not chalky, it is not patchy. It's beautiful. It's just so rich and vibrant. I would love to see this one with a primer because I know it's just going to amp it up even more. Next up, let's jump into Rayon, and this is the shadow I have been most excited for. Something about it just looks so unique to me. So I'm just packing that on as you do. This is another one of those shadows I think I'm going to have to try with a wet brush as well, because it just seems like wet is going to be much better than dry. Oh my goodness. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, I love this color like I knew I would. It is like a reddish but with a green duochrome. I need to try this with a wet brush. I know it's just going to change the game. So now going on with a more damp brush. Oh! I knew this would bring it to life. Guys, what do you think of this shade? This is just my favorite so far. Oh. Having that wet base or the wet brush totally kicks it up a notch. Some of these shades, it makes such a difference to use it, or a more tacky base if you didn't want to wet your brush. Beautiful. I love this. Rayon, use a bad bitch, girl. Use a bad bitch. Next up, we have Go With The Flow. So this is Go With The Flow. It's cute. It's a very cute matte peachy shade. Again, wasn't chalky, pretty pigmented, and that's with no base. So again, I always would love to see how these will look with a base underneath because I bet it'll be a lot better. But still by itself with a dry brush on a dry base, it looks pretty good. You could use this as a transition shade or just all over the lid. Next up, let's jump into Subdue. Subdue looks like a really beautiful lavender. Ooh! That is gorgeous, even without a wet base. Still just using my dry brush. Wow. Oh, honey, that is impressive to me. No moisture whatsoever, and it still went on super metallic, super pigmented, but I can tell, again, with a wet brush, it's going to be even more amazing, so let's try that out next. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love this purple. It's like a lavender, but it has a very periwinkle, chromy look to it when used wet, and even when it was dry. It's gorgeous. Next up, let's jump into the shade Opulent, this nice pink. Wow, right off the bat, very pigmented. I can't believe this pink is getting this bright without a primer. There is some minimal fallout with this shadow, but nothing I can't sweep away pretty easily. I'm obsessed. This is so pigmented. It's a beautiful pink, but it has a lot of blue or purple in it. It's not too hot pink. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a hot pink, but there's a pretty tone to it. I really like this. Next, we're going to pop into the shade Labyrinth. Interesting. I actually expected Labyrinth to be a little bit deeper. It's still beautiful, though. It's a nice rosy nude shade. Again, it's going to be gorgeous as a transition color. Next up is Blank Canvas. I love shades like this. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Right on application. Beautiful. There's no streakiness, no patchiness. See, again, I'm not trying to take a punch at Subculture, but this palette's only, what, $18? And without primer, it's just effortless and easy. Ugh. I need to try Subculture again because, I don't know, I don't want to let it win. And I know they said it was like some type of pure pigment. I don't even know why I'm bringing that up right now. But I just feel like, come on. Come on. Like, how are these shadows perfect even without primer? Makes no sense. And there we have a Blank Canvas. Just a beautiful raspberry. It's delicious. I love this color. I can't believe it's this pigmented without primer on a dry base on top of loose setting powder. It still sticks to my lid. That is amazing. Next up, let's jump into Sea Stars. And not that it matters, but Sea Stars is spelled S-E-A instead of like, oh, I see a star. Oh my god, I'm so weird. Oh, this brow. She's beautiful. It's reminding me of like butterscotch pudding. My favorite. No, but seriously, butterscotch pudding, hello. That shit is too good. Or if you get one of like the packs where it's like a mixed pudding and you have butterscotch and chocolate pudding. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I eat all the pudding. Much pigment, no primer, much excite. I love that. How gorgeous is this? Is this not your Thanksgiving lid color? Because it's mine. I'm about to be eating all the Thanksgiving food, looking like a baddie. Hey bitch, what up girl? My mom's gonna be like, can you pass the gravy? And I'm gonna be like, she's gonna be like, no, not your friggin' eyeshadow. And I'm gonna be like, you're so hurtful. We laughed until we cried, remember when? Swatching my life away. Swatching my life away. Oh, Colourpop, Colourpop. Will you buy me new eyelids when mine fall off? Musical stylings by yours truly. Next, we're gonna jump into the shade Details. Ooh. I think I'm experiencing the most fallout with this shade so far. Granted, I feel like because I don't have primer, that's probably why. However, it's still beautiful. It's a nice brown with some gold shimmer, or gold glitter flecks, truly. But definitely the most fallout has been in this shade right here. Bada! Fallout Central, bitch. And lastly, we've made it to the end. Let's go into Peace of Mind. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've really just been packing the shadows on, trying not to like sweep it around my lid. Partly because I need to be gentle since I'm live swatching so much on my eyes. They tend to swell the next day, but also just to kind of get a true form of how the color will apply. Again, she's a beauty, even sheer, with no primer, no base, and no wet. Oh, that one had fallout too. Look at that. Burp, burp, burp. Just a very muted metallic red. I do want to try this one with a wet brush as well. Now I have the wet brush. Oh, oh, oh. This girl is on fire. Sorry, that's how I feel with this shade. That is freaking gorgeous when used wet. Oi, 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 oi. How lovely is that? It just amped it up. It popped it up. It's a beautiful color. I'm going to love this in the holiday season. We're going to use this palette a lot, I can already tell. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far in the video, congratulations. We have now completed the live swatches of the Element of Surprise Shadow Palette. If you are still here and you're here to watch the second palette live swatches, I love you, I thank you, and you are an honorary shea butter. I would love to present you with an honorary stick of butter with my name carved into it, but I don't have that. But I hope to one day have sticks of butter that I can send to you. And that's, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I love you so much. So thank you for still watching. Altogether, final thoughts. Love this palette. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's gorgeous. You have a great array of colors in this. Everything you could need. You have your neutrals and your mattes, but should you want to have some fun, should you want to play around with color, you have the options, and you have great neutral shimmers. You have fun, really magical shimmers. Like I love this one. Your purples, your browns, your burgundies. It's all in here. I have nothing bad to say about this palette whatsoever. You can't beat the price. It's gorgeous. It's adorable. I'm a fan. Whew. Mama's getting tired, but we're gonna get through it. Let's jump on into the next palette. Next up, we have the You Had Me at Hello palette. I personally love the packaging for this. I love the coloring. The cloudiness of it is so pretty with the maroon shades, and I just love it. I love the streaming lights on top of it. It's all metallic. It's gorgeous. I love it. Again, I don't remember what these shadows look like, so I'm excited to see. Ooh, so we got a little neutrals, baby. All my neutral lovers out there will probably prefer and really like this palette. But let's get swatching so we know for sure. First up, let's start with the shade The Knot. And I am going to jump to this lid so my other lid does not fall off into my lap. Oh, she's pigmented. Look at this. No base, no primer. I know I keep repeating that, but I just cannot stress enough how pigmented these shadows are. It's very pinky, but it's gorgeous. It reminds me of Urban Decay's Sin a little bit, not totally. Maybe like Sin mixed with Virgin. It's beautiful on the lid. It's gonna be beautiful as a brow highlight. It'll be beautiful on your inner corner. I love it. Next up, we have the shade Moonstruck. And this one seems to have more of like a golden tone to it. It's, yes, definitely. It's not a straight on like heavy gold, but more of a yellow than a pinky tone like the last one. Gorgeous. I love it. It's of course simple, but you can never have too many of these metallics. I want to try this one with a bit of a wet brush to see. Oh yes, that certainly kicks it up a notch, as it tends to do with the metallics. Very pretty. Again, simple, but I love these colors. Next up, we have the shade Two Peas. Oh, this is a lot lighter than I expected. I mean, it's pretty light in the pan, but still, for some reason I've been expecting these to go on deeper. Just my first impression so far, I think this would be a really great bridal palette. If you do a lot of bridal makeup, all of these shades seem like super... Oh, maybe that's why it's called You Had Me at Hello. Maybe they know that. Colourpop, you know that. You're so smart. Very simple, but will be a beautiful transition shade or just an all-over lid shade. Next up, we have the shade Candygram, which I think is so cute because my friend Megan calls her grandma Candygram, so I'm gonna have to tell her about this. Oh, P.S. Didn't notice this one has a mirror in it. Isn't that cool? Well, this one has had a ton of fallout, you guys. A lot of fallout in this shade. It's pretty, but I think I would certainly use this one with a very tacky base or a wet brush. Here it is just dry. I'm gonna use a wet brush with it now. Okay, let's try that again. Just as I suspected, I love it with a wet brush. That is beautiful. Think of like a NARS Orgasm, but not so corally, more rosy. I'm a huge fan of this shade. This is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Rosy, goldy. Hello. I love it. I feel like it's making my eyes pop a little brighter. I'm a fan. The next shade is called Winning Ticket. I am loving that this one has a mirror. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love these shades. These like dusty rose shades. They're beautiful. Here we have Winning Ticket. I sound like a broken record, but I'm in love with this shade. I love these types of shades all over my eyes. I feel like they make the color of my eye really pop, and I think it'll do the same for you. And I even love these colors on brown eyes, darker eyes. It's beautiful. I think you'll all love this one. Next up, we have the shade FBO. This palette is super mauve-y. That's the word I've been looking for. Super duper mauve-y. They just go on like butter without... I gotta stop saying this, but again, I just can't believe how well it packs on without a primer. So here is FBO completely dry. Now I'm taking it with a bit of a damp brush. Oh, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Next, let's pop into Look See. Ooh, this is more vibrant than I was expecting. I thought this would be a little more muted. So much pigment. I freaking love Look See. I didn't think I'd be as crazy about it, but I am. Look at that. I mean, just look at that. It's beautiful. Next, let's jump into the shade Fool's Rush. I actually hate the name of the shadow because it reminds me of an ex-boyfriend who had the tattoo Fool's Rush In. And I guess that's why he couldn't commit to anything. But the shadow's great. This one, I'm just noticing the texture is so smooth. Extremely buttery, it's extremely soft. So there it is, dry and all on its own. But you guys know me, I do want to try it with a bit of a wet brush. Oh, Lord. That changes everything. Oh, oh, bring me back to life. Bring me back to save me from nothing I've become. Isn't that gorgeous? That is beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's not even like just a gold. It's like an antique gold. It's very pretty. I'm so sorry about how I look at this point in the video, but it's unavoidable with these types of videos. Next, let's jump into the shade Pulling Strings. Oh, yummy. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a yummy hazelnut. I just think this is dreamy. I love colors like this all over the lid. A little bit of mascara, it's going to be heavenly. Next, we're taking the shade Want You Back. Want you back now. Wow, holy crap, this one was really freaking pigmented. It went like right on the lid like a magnet. Just sunk right on. This might actually be like, I think it is. I think this is my most favorite shade in this entire palette. It's so minky and like sexy, and it gives you like depth to your eye without being too dark or too smoky. It's like just an appropriate smoky eye for any time, and it'll be super effortless. You just take a blending brush, beat it over your lid like a drum, and you are good to go. I love this one. Oh, we're down to the last two. We are getting there, fam. If you are still here, thank you for sticking with me. While I got you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I would really appreciate it. Next, we're going into the shade DTR. I wonder what that means. Down to romance, maybe? Down to rough? Down to rover? down to Ronald Reagan. I don't know. Oh my god. This is another impeccably soft one. I am getting fallout, but the formula is just so buttery soft. I think that's why. This is probably going to be one that you barely want to dip your brush into, or I could see you going through it fairly quickly because it is so delicately soft. Isn't that gorgeous? It's such a beautiful taupey color. That's it without any base, any, moisture whatsoever. You know me, I of course want to take it with a bit of a damp brush. I freaking love this taupe. I think that's gorgeous. I loved it dry. I love it, of course, even more with a wet brush. I think it just brought something different to it. It is so metallic and rich. And it's one of those fun ones, like, depending on where you move, it kind of changes. I can't believe we're here right now. Again, thank you if you have stuck with me through this video. I know it's been a long one. Last shade is Sparks Fly. Wow. That is a deep, deep, deep espresso. Oh my god. I can't get over how deep this shade is. It is like deep. I can't get over how well it's applying without primer. This is unreal. This is like my new favorite of the palette. Boom! That intensity is just amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow. This palette just made it super hard for me to choose a favorite. You, my friend, are something special. I don't know that I've ever had such a deep, true, just rich espresso that went on my lid like that without any base primer, nothing. That was remarkable. That's something, you guys. That's not nothing. That is something. I don't know that I can choose a favorite. Right off the bat, I thought that element of surprise was my favorite. Even before trying this one, I was like, okay, obviously this is so me. Like, this is so me in a palette. You have the fun neutrals, the fun pops of color, some really interesting duochrome shades, which still has my heart. That shade is the life. This one too. This one too. I love it. But something about this palette was so breathtaking, and the fact that you can use this every single day for anything in the world. And this espresso is just life-changing to me. I love this taupey. I loved this one. The gold is something very unique. Like I said, I think it's kind of like an antique gold, not like a yellow gold. Oh, this one, Candygram, was gorgeous. I have no words. I have no words. It might be because I've been here for 3 hours filming this video, 3 to 4 hours. Either way, they both took my breath away. I don't think you could go wrong. I hope that these live swatches help you make a decision on which one you need, or if you'd like to have both. I can't pick a favorite. I cannot pick a favorite. This color like changed the game for me. You know I love these types of deep tones. Oh, it's so hard to pick. I can't pick, you guys. I cannot pick. You let me know which one was your favorite. Which one do you plan on picking up if you haven't picked them up already? Did this video change your mind about any of the products? That's what I always like to see. I love when people are like, oh, I thought I could skip on that, but your video changed it and now I have to get it. Or I thought I wanted that and now I'm like, no, I wanted the other ones. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback and which items you truly think you need or you can skip on. And you could want to skip on all of them. I don't care. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you think about the Supernova liquid shadows? I think those are going to be super fun. Super cool. I'm excited. Colourpop has rocked my world yet again. Nothing different, nothing new over here. Same old, same old. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching this video. It has been so long, and I appreciate you and love you to death if you made it through to the end with me. If you made it through to the end, leave a lightning bolt emoji. That will be our signal, and I'll know that those ladies are the true shea butters. No, I'm just kidding. You're all shea butters, but I have a special place in my heart for those of you who stay till the very end of videos. So leave a little lightning bolt emoji. It's kind of my favorite emoji. And yeah, thank you guys for watching today. Thank you, Colourpop, for sending me this PR so I could do this awesome video. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Ah, shit, I'm in trouble with my mom. Fuck. Danny boy. Danny boy. Oh, I'm tired. I had to grab myself a cocktail just to get through this shit. Woo! Just be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it.